Hello, my Sharpie fourth graders. Before we get working on today's lesson of multiples, let's just take a quick look back at prime or composite, what we did on Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers here. We're going to determine if they are prime or composite. We're going to do this quickly. We're going to try to do it in our heads. Okay, so 5. We're looking at 5. Remember, prime means it only has 1 and the number. Just like our primary colors, red, blue, yellow. To make blue, you only have to use blue. So let's see 5. What are some factors of 5? What are some ways that we can multiply, two numbers we can multiply to get 5? Well, starting off, we know it's just 1 times 5. Okay, any other factors? No. So that means that 5 is prime. The only factors for 5 are 1 and 5. Okay, 15. Looking at 15. 15, we know 1 times 15. Okay, go to 2s. 2 times anything? No. Go to 3s. Yes. 3 times 5. Because it's not asking for all the factors, as long as I see that it has over 2 factors, remember, composite has more than 2 factors. As long as I see it has more than 2 factors, I know it's going to be composite. So, composite. 12. Let's think about it. We got 1 times 12. Easy. Ooh. 2 times 6. Done. Because we're only looking to see if it's prime or composite, I know it's composite because it has more than 2 factors. Now, let's see what the other factors are for it. Okay? So I have 3 and 4. Okay, 12 is composite. Let's go to 19. I know it's 1 and 19. Okay, now, any other ones? No. So this means it is prime. Okay, go to 24. I know it's 1 times 24. And remember, I said something about this the other day. If it's an even number, 2 is going to be a factor. So 2 times 12. Does it have more than 2 factors? Yes, already. I know it is composite. Let's see if there's any more factors. Okay, go to 2, go to 3. 3 times 8 works. Okay, let's go to 4. 4 times 6 works. Okay, and those are all my factors for 24. But again, if it has more than 2 factors, it is composite. Now, I'm going to ask you a question right now. And that question is, what about the number 1? Is the number 1 prime or composite? I want you to think about this, okay? Think about the factors for 1. How do you get 1 when you multiply? And I'm going to stop this. I'm going to let you take a guess. Is it prime or composite? Remember, prime only has 2 factors. Composite has more than 2 factors. All right? So let me give you a second to think about that. So I gave you some time to think. Now the number 1. What are the factors for 1? Well, the only way to get 1 is 1 times 1. So how many factors does it have? Well, it actually only has 1 factor because 1 and 1 are the same. So it's kind of a trick question. 1 is not prime and it's also not composite. Okay? So 1 is a special number. It is not prime or composite. Because it only has 1 factor. So, did I trick you, or were you able to figure it out? All right, lucky you, you get to be my partner today. So we're going to be counting by 2. So I'll start off with the first one. I'm going to say 2. Then you're going to go 4. All right, we're going to keep going back and forth here for a little bit. 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, 22. Let's keep it going. So I'll do that one again. 22, 26, 30. We're going to end there. Okay? So what we just did is our multiples. We just did our multiples of 2. Okay? So that is what we're going to be looking at today. All right? We're going to be looking at our multiples and what that means and how that's going to help us going forward with multiplying and division. All right, so we're going to answer this question. Why is 24 a multiple of 4? So your multiples are answers to a multiplication question. Okay? Yesterday and Monday we looked at factors. Factors are what you multiply to get a product or to get a multiple. And it says, why is 24 a multiple of 4? All right? So let's think about this. Let's put down 4. Go ahead and tell you, we do this a lot in 5th grade. We practice our multiples, so it's good that we're doing it right now. I'm going to need a little bit extra room, so I'm going to write my 4 over here. Okay? So that is my first multiple of 4, because I can do 4 times 1 to get 4. So 4 is my first multiple. Okay? To figure out my next multiple, I would do 4 times 2, which would be 8. So these are not my multiples. These are my multiples. 4, 8. Now you may know how to count by 4s. That's awesome if you do. If you don't, something that we do in 5th grade to help us with our multiples is we put tally marks above. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 tally marks above my multiples of 4. So that way if I get stuck, all I have to do is count my tally marks to get my next multiple. Really just adding. Okay? So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. There's my next multiple. So after 8, I do 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24. And I'm going to stop right there because that's what our question's asking. Why is 24 a multiple of 4? Well, you could say when I count by 4s, I get to 24. When I get to my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th multiple, I get to 24. Or you could say, well, it's a multiple because 4 times 6 equals 24. 4 times 6 equals 24. So over here are our multiples. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Okay. Over here are the factors. Okay, so the factors for the number 4 is 4 times 1, also be 2 times 2. Okay. Multiples and factors are not the same thing. Multiples are the answers, just the product to it. Okay? All right, on this question, it wants us to find a multiple of 6 that is also a multiple of 3 and 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put up my tally marks above. Actually, I'm going to put them below. So I'm going to put 6 tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put 3 here. 1, 2, 3. And 2 here. 1, 2. Okay? So now, what's my first multiple of 6? Well, again, my first multiple of 6 is 6. All right? Let's go to 3. What's my first multiple of 3? Well, that would be 3. My next multiple of 3, if you know your 3s, you just go to your next one, 3 times 2, which is 6. Or you count your tallies. I have 3 here, 4, 5, 6. So I see a 6 here and a 6 here. All right, now I'll go to 2. My first multiple is 2. My next one is 4. My next one is 6. All right, so it's saying any multiple of 6 is also going to be a multiple of 3 and 2. Well, that worked. My second multiple of 3 was 6. My third multiple of 2 was 6. Let's keep going and let's see if that works out. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my next multiple for 6 is 12. Let's see if I can get to 12 on my multiples of 3. got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bingo. There we go. There's our 12 again. Okay. Now let's go to 2. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So multiples of 6 are also going to be multiples of 2 and 3. Now, my second multiple of 6 was 12. That was my fourth multiple for 3 and my sixth multiple for 2. These next set of questions are going to kind of make you think a little bit more, okay? So multiples of 5 are pretty easy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, pretty easy. But this challenge says write the multiples of 5 starting from 100. And now ultimately it kind of says to time yourself, okay? So I might have you do that. So I'm going to write it down, a strategy that I would do here. So starting at 100, and you can kind of think about this as starting at a 0. But I'm still going to write down 100 because it does say write the multiples. And I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tally marks up here. So if I had 100, or again, imagine this as a 0, my next multiple would be 105. Just like I was counting if I started from 0. 0, 5, 110. Okay? So I want you to get a phone out, if you have that, to set a stopwatch for 60 seconds. And I want you to write down, or actually, here's what I'm going to do. I want you to type in your multiples. No. This is what I'm going to do. I want you to write down on paper, because I'd much rather have it on paper. I want you to write down how many multiples, or your multiples, from starting from 100, going all the way down, 1 minute. Set that timer. When you get done with that timer, be honest. I know that you're not going to be able to get to 1,000 or 900, okay? So be honest, and I want you to tell me what number you made it to. So get that timer ready, and you got 60 seconds starting now. All right, excellent job. Thank you for doing that. Our next one now is write the multiples of 4 starting from 20. So write the multiples of 4 starting from 20. So I'm starting off with 20. So multiples of 4, so I put up my 4 tally marks. So go ahead and do that. Again, 60 seconds. Be honest with what you got. So the first multiple of 4 starting from 20 is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 24. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here's our last one that I want us to do on a timer. So this one says write the multiples of 6 starting from 36. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to have, again, 60 seconds. We'll do one together. So I got 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. 42. You got 60 seconds to write down as many multiples as you can, starting from 36 on. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so today we talked about multiples. And remember, multiples are just simply skip counting. That's what it's kind of like. It's just like you're doing skip counting. And knowing your multiplication facts are super important. Like today, that's all it was. So again, getting on reflex and practicing those skills are very, very helpful. So, and they're going to be helpful when we're continuing to multiply, and they're going to be helpful when we are dividing, because knowing your multiples is very, very helpful. And sometimes we even write down our multiples down while we are dividing, and that's our next big thing, is division. So, good job today, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Pound it. Uh-oh. Hope that's not copyright from Dude Perfect. Maybe I need to change it up. Bye!